Right, let's talk snells and double snells. Now I'll show you how to do a proper snell. I'm sure you all know how to do your ordinary snell. If you have a look at this, see how that never actually bites down, and that line runs back. It runs back over the outside. Simple snell. Proper snell. That line runs down inside underneath the knot. Now I'll show you how to do it. Very, very easy. The only thing you're going to need to know is you've got to get to the end of your leader. So work out how long you want your leader. I'll do this a bit shorter because otherwise you're not going to be able to see it. Right, so you need to be able to get to both ends of your line, so in a loop. Grab your hook, and I'll talk hooks afterwards. Now this is a turned eye offset hook. Now lay the hook on top of the line and the line underneath the hook. Don't go through the hole. This is going to be your main line, and you're going to pull that. That's going to go through the middle of the knot. So go to the other end of your loop. I'll try and keep it in the screen. To the other end of that loop. So all you're doing is making a circle that goes all the way around here and back under. And set it back underneath that line. Don't go through the hole. Come back a little bit here. So you're sitting it like that. Right, pinch right up together. So you've got your main line here, and this is the line you're going to pull through. Now the first wrap is a tricky bit. Get it right up close and then wrap back up that line. Sort of can't do it slow. Don't do it too tight because you've got to pull that line through the middle. How many times do you go around? I don't count. I'll wait until it flicks the end of the hook. And it's going to depend on the line. This is 50-pound leader. Once you get to there, I'd normally use my teeth about now. Hang on to this, because this is going to twist up a little bit. Don't stress, just don't let it kink. So I usually stick a finger or two. Or when I was younger, my toe. I'm not sure I can get my feet up that far anymore. Pull that all the way through. It'll be a little loop at the end. Pull that tight. Now again, I'd put my teeth on this one and pull that tight. Don't go through that hole yet. Pull that tight. Now, see how the end of the knot is coming up here? You want to rotate that knot around so that line here is lined up to go through the hole. That way your line isn't wrapping around here and then going through, and there's a chance where that hook meets on the eye, the line could sit in there, and you don't want that. Once you get to there, get to the end of your line, go through the hole. Be better if it wasn't blind. And there you have. Now that you pull that tight, that can't come undone. Perfect. Now you can cut that tag all the way to the end because it's sitting. That tag is sitting inside there, and this works beautifully as a ratchet into meat. So you can push this through your fillet or your chunk bait, and that can ratchet that in and hold in there. The tighter you pull this, the tighter it gets. Now if you want to do another snell, which is your double snell, if I can find another hook, here you go. And I'll talk about turned eye and straight eye hooks, so people without patience can turn off. But if you want to see that, I'll show it at the end. Hook gaps. So you want to say, you go, oh no, I'm putting a strip bait, a whole fish. I want it yay apart. Get it to where you want it, pinch it here. It's the exact same process again. Come to the end of that line and do that loop around and back underneath. Don't go through the eye of the hook. Sits underneath there. Then you do the same thing. Pinch it in here, grab this looped end and wrap it back up. I'm trying to get this so you can see it, but got these big fat scary hands coming at you. Same again, you can do this without even looking at it because you can feel that click and that. Once you get to there, pinch it there. Yeah, I know this line's too short, but I cut it short. And this is where you need your teeth. Don't tell me dentist about it. Just make sure that bit here doesn't loop up. Pull that into there. Now before you pull this knot really tight, again, make sure you haven't got it around this way and that line's going back in there. So rotate that knot. So that's at the bottom. Go through the eye of your hook. Again, be better if it wasn't blind. Now slide that knot down into the hook, grab hold of this one. Bang, your perfect double snell. no matter how much this line gets loose, that's locked. There's no way that's coming off. And if you do get a bit of chafing in between this hook and this hook, all you do is cut this off here and you're back to a single snelled hook. Or you do the exact same process again. You've got to get it off your other end that goes to a swivel, no doubt. Put that hook, put another hook on there, and you can snell another hook onto that line. So, hope that helps. Now, turned eye, offset hook, and inline, straight eye hook. Let's talk about offset and inline. Inline is this hook is straight. There is no offset in that hook. Offset, there's your offset hook. Offset hook, it's probably hard to see on the camera, is basically that hook with a twist in it. So you've laid a twist into that hook. So that's your offset and your inline. Different hooks have different offsets. We don't have a huge offset on our hooks because I don't see the point in having a circle hook with a huge offset, because, you know, you can grab something on the inside and you want this to load up in the corner of the mouth. This is far better for getting in the corner of the mouth, but it also has the opportunity to come straight out of the mouth because there's nothing grabbing that as it comes out. Sorry, that's your turned eye. So that'll actually pick something up on the way out. Turned eye, I'm confusing myself now. That's your offset. So it'll actually grab something on the way out and then roll. Where your inline, this lays flat. So there's nothing that's going to grab on the way out until it gets to that jaw hinge and then it rolls in there. Straight eye, turned eye. That part's a no-brainer. What's the difference? Turned eye is designed to be snelled. See how that line now comes directly straight up from the length of that shank. Now if I tied a snell on this hook, it would kick the hook over. This is designed to do, on the other video, the hook knot. You can use your uni, your blood, or any other knot you want. But have a look on our page, I did one for hook knot. So there you go. Inline, offset. You can see the difference. That's the offset, that's the inline. Turned eye, straight eye. Straight eye, turned eye. Hope that helps.